Hey, what up, people? The Football Talkative. I'm your host, AB, and I'm back again. So I'm sorry for last week, I couldn't upload. Life had a couple of things, thrown in my direction. I was trying to sort some important things out, with life, but I'm back again. Not too excited to be back as I would have liked, to get what I'm saying. Because some way, somehow, anyway. I'm still excited nonetheless, you understand? I missed you guys, you get what I'm saying? The drama continues. Arsenal yesterday just made the title race. They blew it completely wide open now, you get what I'm saying? Now it's still a bit neck and neck, you get what I'm saying? Because Arsenal drew against Brentford yesterday. Big opportunity, always going to be a difficult game. Brentford are really doing well this season with Keith Andrews and all of that, you get. And it was going to be a tough ask, but then if you want to be champions, you have to navigate things like that. You get all those tough asks, they're going to come, those really tough games, those games that are going to be ugly, they're going to come. You get, and Brentford was one of those games, because Arsenal is a physical team, Brentford is a physical team. Arsenal is more of a possession-based team, they're more dominant on the ball and everything, but in terms of like physicality and intensity, Brentford is definitely one of those non-traditional top 6 teams that can match Arsenal in many of those areas, you get. And obviously Arsenal going into this game with a squad that was already a bit weakened by injury, and then further injury again, shortly before earlier this week, Kai Havertz got injured again, injury setback and all of that. Already Merino out for the rest of the season, and then the game now starts and Saliba, illness, couldn't make it, wasn't even in the squad, and Mascara came in for him. Now you're thinking, Saka, Odegaard back on the bench, not too bad, you get. And probably this will be Arsenal's worst performance of the season, you get, because that first half especially was completely nonsensical. Like the boys were looking confused, you get. They're looking like they didn't have a purpose, no mission, you get. There was no creativity, there was really no control in the game. I think just 2 shots, or is it 1 shot on target the entire game for Arsenal, you get. That just shows you how disciplined and how well Brentford contained Arsenal, you get, because Arsenal had nothing through the center. Eze was like, it was like a spirit in New Jersey, you get what I'm saying? Where was Eze, bro? Eze, this was your opportunity, you get. No Havertz, no Odegaard. The fans have been crying for you, you get. Regardless of, listen, I know Odegaard has had his problems at times. Even Eze probably, if people are being honest, has had his problem at times. But listen, it's not to target or to come for any one of your players. But then, the belief and the theory was that Eze is going to be the guy to push Arsenal over the line, you get. And there was always this talk of, why doesn't he get minutes? Now he got the minutes, he got the starts. And yet again, in another game, he failed to make an impact, you get. You are signed as an attacking midfielder, bro. You are signed to bring certain qualities that some of the players in the team in the previous seasons don't necessarily have. Your ball carrying, your ability to go past players and slip balls in behind, and combine with forwards and all of that. None of those things, you've not demonstrated none of those things in this team, bro. You get. Man just looks lost most of the time. Gabriel looks shaky, which is very rare to see. You get. Mascara looked a bit shaky, but overall, he recovered most of the times that he made a mistake or he got caught out and stuff like that. But even still, for being honest, if Igor Thiago was a bit more clinical, like we know he can be on his day, it would have been bad for Arsenal. It would have been bad for Arsenal, because Igor Thiago alone, he got like 2 opportunities where if he was a bit sharper, a bit quicker with like his decision making, like he made his mind up a bit quicker, it could be at least 2 goals for Igor Thiago, sorry. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, obviously Odegaard came off the bench, momentum shifted, Arsenal grabbed a bit more control of the game, first touch on the ball, was able to slip a through ball in behind, nice dinked ball in behind for Nkapie and all of that. But then eventually, after Arsenal got the goal, Noni Madueke, got his goal and all of that, and the set piece, long throw and everything, and Arsenal were caught sleeping, and from that equalizer, I had to say Brentford really came out and they went for it, and from that point on, like, Arsenal just never really looked like they had an answer and stuff. And the truth be told, like, Arsenal just needs to, they just need to hold this one and just be appreciative of that point, to be honest, because it could have been worse, and probably on the balance of play in comparison to who executed their game plan better, probably you would say Brentford were the more deserving team to win if there was going to be a winner, you get. And yeah, man, City managed to edge a bit closer, something they've not been able to do in previous weeks, because they trashed Fulham, you get. They absolutely trashed Fulham. And it's looking nice now. It's looking a lot closer now than Arsenal would like. But you see, this is it. Like, if you want to be champions, you need to show City that you can go the distance, yeah. But you see, Arsenal, you need to be careful, because City are coming, yeah. I mean, people still want to be positive. It's still 4 points gap and everything, and this is why in football, man, anything can happen. This is why people love the sport. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, Man City 3-0 win over Fulham. What that means is that right now they are a bit closer than before, 4 points behind. And it's a slender lead, but it's still a lead. Arsenal's still top, but still City, at least City will get some hope and some belief that, listen, if we keep the pressure on, who knows what can happen. Still at least 10 games to go in the season and stuff like that. Things where, Manchester United, still haven't been able to allow one of their most loyal fans in the world to have a haircut. You get what I'm saying? You're over the moon because after like how many years you managed to win 3 in a row. You get, what happened to 4 in a row? Oh no, you need 4 in a row. But what happened to 5 in a row? Anyway, who cares, man? You see, United, yeah, the reality check you've got this weekend. You see, it's easy to be bragging about 3 in a row and all of that when teams don't really respect you. So they come out anyway, and then you can, start pad and banging all these goals against all these foolish teams like Wolves and all of that. But see, you faced a proper team in West Ham, a proper team that is desperate to stay in the league. And what happened? They sat in that low block, and you had no solutions. You get what I'm saying? Where was your Magnifico? Where was Carrick Ball? Yeah, Cunha hooked. Where was Cunha? Where was Mbeumo? You get what I'm saying? Relying on defenders again to be your goal threats. You see, Manchester United, yeah, hold that. Remember where you are, you understand? Big boys talking, keep quiet. You understand? Big matters over here, you understand? When the man them who have other competitions and other worries are discussing, you don't need to chime in. You're not in this table ain't for you. Sit at the kids' table. You get what I'm saying? And also, let's not forget Chelsea, bottling a 2-0 lead against Leeds. Funny how that rhymes. You know what I'm saying? Leeds, man, I have to say, when it comes to like newly promoted sides this season, like Sunderland and Leeds are definitely up there in terms of like most improved teams, or like teams who have really made a statement so far in this league, like newly promoted sides, because the amount of games that they've won, and also the way they've been able to navigate a lot of the big teams, like the games against the big teams like in the top 4 and up, it's been really impressive. Daniel Farker has really done well with them, man, to be honest, because they didn't really start well. In fact, I think he was on the verge of being considered for the sack and everything, and he managed to just turn it around, you guess. And Chelsea, back to drawing ways, and what more can we say? Leon Brasilia, it's not looking too rosy right now, is it? You know what I'm saying? But it's calm. We'll give him time. We're not on to you yet. So you just came. So we'll leave you for now. We'll revisit you back later very soon. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, another nice weekend of football. You get very, very entertaining, and I mean, what more can we say? This is the Premier League. Yeah, this is the reason why this is the best team, best league in the world. Sorry, you know what I'm saying? The action, the drama. You just never know, man. Never say die attitude by every single team in this league. You know what I mean? And you know, let's see how things shape up. You know, Arsenal have Wolves next, I think, and who do City have next? I don't really remember, but I mean, let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. But I mean, Arsenal, listen, it's not going to be easy for you. It's not going to be easy for you. You get? It's not going to be easy for you. Champions need to prove their mettle. You get? So all of you crying and all of that, that's what you deserve. That's what you get for wanting to be champions. You get what I'm saying? You have to prove it. You have to suffer. You get me? So yeah, man. Let's see if Arsenal can hold up, you know, against the pressure and get you over the line finally. So yeah, man, once again, I'm your host AB, you know, Sound Football talking to you. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for all the support so far. Yeah, please consider subscribing to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Like the video if you like the video. Leave your comments as well. You understand? Do you think Arsenal is about to bottle it? Do you think City can catch up? Do you think that Chelsea will be a success under Liam Rossini? Do you think Carrick will be the long-term manager of Manchester United? Carrick is at the wheel. Do you think that Manchester United fan will finally get his haircut? Let me know. Let me know. Alright, man, I'll catch you in the next video. It's been your boy AB. I'm out. Peace.